it was in July when my channel took another direction. On July 19th, 2021, I published my first Displate video. I had recently received the Black Widow limited edition and decided to put together a video of my entire collection with Black Widow not headlining, but the Black Widow was the main focus. It was new, it was in my hands, limited edition, 3D printed, varnish textured, everything. Just, yeah, it was a lovely art piece by Displate. And of course, being a Marvel fan, being a Black Widow fan, it was a must-have. It was originally bought for about £114, maybe 112, but since then, because it's limited edition, it has gone only up in price. I've not seen it cheaper anywhere. I mean, it could be one of those really random lucky things you find by pure golden chance, by walking in possibly to a charity shop, but I mean, the chances of that happening. I only say that because there was a first edition of a Spider-Man comic here in Carmarthen in a charity shop, and yes, that won't go cheap normally anywhere, and yet I think in the charity shop they were selling it for £5. Oh, I nearly melted, considering I could have had that and I didn't know about it until after it had sold. Oh, I was just like, why? So yes, it's always one of those things. Charity shops, they're the kind of things you should venture into. You never know what you might find. A lot of the time it can be rubbish, but there's the odd time you can walk in and you've picked the best moment to walk in, because either something's just arrived or something's not been out long, or maybe something's been overlooked. The amount of times I've worked in retail and you simply move something, it's a perception trick. The mind, the way you walk into a shop, the direction you're used to going around, if it's clockwise, anti-clockwise, whichever way you pick, you'll always overlook something. But if you work in retail, you will know this to be true. The moment you move something, it can sit there for months. You move it, and suddenly they're going to see it. It's like they've completely overlooked it for the months it's sat in the store. And then they ask you, is it new? That's the best line. It's just, is that new? No, it's been there for months, but it's been over there. And they're baffled. The video is 16 minutes long. It is my Displate collection back in the July 19th, 2021. The video is 6 minutes long and has recently gotten over 1,000 views. It is one of my few videos that I've ever uploaded that up in that kind of ballpark. So, since its release, I have made online friends all over the world, really, that all share the same sort of passions and for artwork, regardless of the theme, regardless of the artist, just in general, just the amount of people that have either commented on the videos, liked them, shared them, privately messaged me. I have just got like a real connection of people that I'm like, oh yes, do you like this? Do you like that? It's amazing how many people have sort of came together. It's like, in a way, a cobweb. And there's so many different links now of who knows who or why I know them and whereabouts in the world they're located, their time difference from where we are. It's been fascinating ever since I did my Displate collection video way back then. Right. Once my collection video had gone out, like I say, I had a huge network of people just sort of form around me. It was amazing how many people actually reached out and got in contact. I of course did go on to make many more videos around Displate before losing a bit more of the passion for it. I went on to review and basically, I want to say review, but I don't think I listed them as review videos, but I went on to do many more, and they included the Batman Gotham on Fire. That was followed by then Fallout Quantum, Glow in the Dark by the way, and an awesome piece that I need to get back on display. At the moment it's in storage. Following Fallout Quantum, there was the Mandalorian. Then I later went on to do again another great but not glow in the dark. It was the Marvel's Spider-Man. That was a fantastic piece and I loved reviewing it. It was based on the 2018 video game. It was a smashing piece. On the 10th of February, I did review what has been my most popular Displate, and that is the Book of Boba Fett. It's a limited edition, and one that I was approached many times since my review of people asking me, can they buy it from me, and offering me, in honest, silly money for it. I, of course, sold it pretty much immediately, though, even though the video's out there, and I still get messages to this day asking me, have I still got it? I haven't. That's the simple truth. It was never for my collection. It never really belonged in my collection. I let it go. I sold it on. I sold it on cheap for what it's going for now, but that was because my simple maths was the buyer is buying it for its original price, paying shipping, paying for the insurance cover. As far as I was concerned, I was getting my money back to buy the next limited edition Displate. So that's just how my mind works when I'm doing YouTube, and especially when I was doing the reviews. But I imagine the Book of Boba Fett limited edition that came out, when did I say, the 10th of Feb? Yeah, I imagine that's going for a lot of money now. It was a lovely, and my review, I captured it perfectly. It was a lovely piece of artwork. 3D printed, it had gloss. I think there was some varnish thrown in there, varnish finish to it. It was fantastic. Doesn't glow in the dark, but it still looked awesome in hand. Let's just skip through some key points. So basically a rundown of what I went on to do on YouTube. On YouTube I went on to basically review the Black Widow artwork again. I revisited it. I then reviewed the figure, the 1/6 scale figure from Endgame, Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure. The Ciri from The Witcher artwork, reviewed that. Displate's limited edition stand with Ukraine, the art piece they did in support. They did release more than 1,000 copies. I think they did 2,300 in total. I say recently, a little while ago, did review 2 Hitman pieces, limited editions by Displate. I have been offered a set price for both of them, and I am tempted to take it. At the moment they're still in my collection because one of them in particular I absolutely adore, and it's a matter of, if I sell it, even for a good price, getting it again afterwards. Yeah, it's like, will I be able to pick it up?